All right, and I do understand we do have some breaking news, some big breaking news out of D.C. where it appears a deal has been reached to avoid another government shutdown, a deal on border security. We do have a reporter standing by in Washington, D.C. live, Mark Meredith. Let's go ahead and check in. Mark, what are you hearing?
Daniel, we've just gotten word that there is a deal that's been reached by a bipartisan group of lawmakers, and this is a deal in principle that would keep the government funded, and not just the Department of Homeland Security, but several different agencies. This is a deal that has been worked on ever since the last government shutdown ended, and the news coming in here within the last about 45 seconds or so that Senator Richard Shelby, who's the Republican senior senator of Alabama, announcing that lawmakers have been able to work out some sort of deal. Now, the details of this still have to be worked out and, of course, approved by Congress and approved by the president. But we're going to have to listen very carefully tonight because whatever the president says on that stage could have a direct impact on what happens next with Congress. So what these lawmakers are saying is that they've been able to work through some of these difficult questions about how much money would need to be included, if any, for a border wall, what would need to happen in terms of the number of people that the Immigration and Customs Enforcement Agency can be able to detain at once. There has been all these different sticking points now for several weeks, and this is big because there was a lot of talk that this wasn't going to happen, and a lot of belief for that matter. But again, these members of the bipartisan committee that have been working to avoid a government shutdown, Daniel, they say they now have a deal in principle, and they're hoping to hash out the details between now and midnight Friday. We'll be interested to see what President Trump has to say about that once he takes the stage here in the next few minutes. Daniel?
Mark Meredith, thank you so much. And it is important what he did have to say about that because